go. Of course, big cutting on that CT side. Let's see if that's the case. Tabson will kickstart the proceedings.
Straight through the smoke onto Acadia. They know where Calyx is planting. It's a bit of a tight one. xantares can't connect his shots. He may at least get one. But he had a chance at more. And now makes it a little bit harder for Eternal Fire because Big have this 4 versus 3. And Crimbo has an incendiary. If this goes towards sandbags, this is going to annoy woxic more than anything. And of course, his one position gets destroyed. Mantu holds the line. Then comes Sin. xantares is removed. It's all down to Majer. There's some headshots that are coming through.
Be alive.
Yeah, that's some panic there in the ranks for Big. And then they had a sandbags player. He was messing around with his own utility, having to try and force himself to stay alive too with that Molotov coming through. Acadia is so stuck. Okay, fair enough. He'll be happy he gets away with one. And then now in comes xantares' AK. He gets to trade on Tabson. Mantu still here though. Surely they know it's a risk. And xantares is aware. And when you give him his teammates... But no, Sin ducks directly underneath it. That is a beautiful shot. xantares needs to step up, and of course he does. Another headshot to add to his tally. Crimbo is stuck. He's the one without that kit. He's just looking for the kills coming in now. Trying to catch xantares falling away. He'll do that. And P9. woxic's got a sightline on it with the Krieg, but in comes Acadia on some mid-round timing. Oh, he could have got a second, but the flash was good. Catches him off guard, but thankfully Calyx will keep that man advantage intact.
Process on the corner. And being out at this range can be pretty deadly. Playing contact too, which gives Crimbo an entry, and Process is here as well. So there's 1 or 2 players. Flash in the corner, no one else peeking. They full rotate it back over towards B.
Time for Eternal Fire. Crimbo is close. When does he choose to peek? If he peeks now to deny the bomb plot, there's a good chance. But xantares covers his teammate, but never mind. Process comes in to help out. And in the end, even pressure with just the A1S, he's got Kevlar, he doesn't have a helmet. If this Glock close range one-shot headshot someone, he can do lots of damage, and it does exactly that! Calyx leaps in to destroy him, and xantares was there for the quick trade. 3v2, guns picked up, surely not on a Glock round Big.
Yeah, surely not. Not these rounds. Even a bomb plant's a big thing. Big just saving? No, surely they can't beat Mantu. Have to try and find a kill here. Time's ticking. 27 seconds. Speed of 1 kill going to come through. Mantu trying to find a few more as well. Tagged in the making. Weber. It's hard fought and it fall. Tabson now spots both though. He knows exactly where they are. Trying to play above the boxes. Time is ticking here or now. That smoke starts to dissipate. He's got to pull off something magical here. I don't think he had it to do this. Very good game from him individually. I see more great nades from both sides. Process gets tagged quite heavily. Sticking around with the FAMAS. He's so lucky to stay alive, and it's not for much longer.
Yeah, Acadia had to take advantage of that, but he's got a Molotov out when he's being pressured up close, and that's going to catch him off guard. And Mantu taking Calyx in the meantime. Recovers this man advantage for Big, but Majer's trying to take an aggressive position in mid, and he hears the rotation of Mantu. Again, Majer having so many important kills in this entire series. That's his first big one at Vertigo, but there's one more player on the site. He's found him. He can wait for his teammates or just do it alone. He finds Sin, and Eternal Fire have wrestled back the man advantage.
Already. Ooh, gets taken on the nade. Healthy damage as well from the 5-7 that came through. Tabson is tagged. All the rounds for Big to win. Surely it's not this one. And the buy is janky and all over the place. Process is tagged, so is Tabson. Ringo's sticking around, but he turns his back at the worst time, and Acadia punishes him.
Acadia is just so naughty on these ramp plays, man. We'll go through random smokes at random times. He just keeps you guessing all of the time. It's so difficult to play him. You know that it can be a spot where that is very hard to play against if you're a CT side. We saw it at the Majer, of course, with Cypher on Into the Breach famously. Process playing a very tough angle on 43 HP, but stands to remove the aforementioned Acadia. And 2, that's a lovely shot close range. xantares' peek doesn't work, and Process has found woxic. All of a sudden, it's down to Calyx. A good flick for the first, and he knows where that second is. He just does not know where the third is yet. That is Sin with that CZ. Calyx does have the bomb on his back, so he could go toward B if he wanted. But he, of course, is not to know that. looking for that CZ of Sin, but he's playing super defensively at the moment. Looking for Mantu toward gap, will see nothing, and now could possibly go through elevator toward B. Spots Sin, gets the kill. He'll now know that it has to be Mantu, and he knows exactly where he was. So B is open. Plant can be open as well. And Mantu is charging in with this AWP. He's going to hear him drop down. He's going to jump straight back up again with a little bit of a fake with the audio cue. But Calyx misses his shot. Mantu misses his shot. Sin priming the defensive flash of his own. We'll spot out Calyx. Waiting for teammate support, but he'll do it alone for now. At least with the support of Crimbo's flash. And that's a 4v2 that they should be able to figure out here.
Word but bit of damage being dealt there. Majer and xantares, I mean, arguably in terms of current form, they're probably the two you'd bank on the most to be able to pull something off here. Nothing offering up just yet, but smoke dissipated, so fights will come through momentarily. And xantares wants to take one of his own. It nearly cost him his life. He is so damn low. Even the glimpse of an HE being off to drop him off as he resides somewhere over towards Jet.
Very blind. tabseN already deep control next to Jen, and Calyx goes for more peaks. And because of that, he got his head ripped off. tabseN on these pistol rounds can be very, very impactful. Wicadia answers back to the edge of the smoke though, takes down Mantu. So back into a 4 versus 4. There is a kit on Majer. So Eternal Fire can take a little bit more time on this one. They've got xantares' Julies now coming into play. But Wicadia has already been removed. There are just so many angles to check here for Eternal Fire. tabseN dancing around Jen. What did I say about tabseN on pistol rounds? He closes it out with a 4K. We go in toward the A side. The flash isn't really good. woxic couldn't react, but at least reacts to the second. Thankfully, he calls it over to Majer. Manages to take down Process. The trades are thick and fast, as I suspected. And it's fallen down to this 2 versus 2. 14 seconds for a plant. Mantu's going to give it a go, but Majer is very close. He's not going to risk pushing through that smoke to deny it. So Mantu sticking around, and then that's when Majer goes forward. And side looks nice, but I think it's worth mentioning that Eternal Fire, xantares, changes things up with a piece of great aggression outside B. I think it's worth saying that Eternal Fire have not won a CT round yet.
Yes, 100%. Hasn't been, you know, any sort of conversation to be had about them. They are playing fundamentally quite poorly up until kickstarting this round where they get an opener. It'll come through as well, but only does one on a damage towards Process. However, that Molotov a little bit more, but he answers back into leads. And xantares in a second as well. Can he make it a third? The answer is no, but Process rather than enough. Back into a 3 versus 3. He's going to reclaim some space. Calyx so close yet so far. M4 on the angle. Majer pushed forward actually by the Molotov. I'm going to stick around, but once crossed away, and he knows they're now going back towards A.
Oh, that was so close. Being able to get one bullet would have been enough to catch Sin on the retreat. But at least he's pushing forward as he knows what the plan is. Yeah, just hold W. Respect. That's exactly what he needed to do. Had to catch that kill in the back after he missed it earlier. So he knows quite a lot of the plan. But the problem is Big know that Eternal Fire knows. woxic will be smoked off, but they will still commit to A. Bomb plant can go down now. Mantu's holding the line. Actually going to plant it very open. In comes woxic though, flashed in, and that's the way to do it. But Crimbo reacts, getting off that bomb plant, but not...
Very least, but on a fire, it still is a deficit to climb back into. 2 rounds behind, while the opponents are 2 rounds away from the map. Time is of the essence. Mantu finds the opener. woxic blocked off. His poor performance, unfortunately, continues. 6 and 16.
And that's the worst part about this performance from woxic is that we predicted it before the first bullet had been shot. He has not been looking great lately. Even toward the end of CSGO, he has not been fantastic. And look at this clean of ramp from Big. Concise. Everyone knows what their job is. Everyone knows where to look. Majer might still provide something though. Getting spammed through the yellow wall though, and that's so much damage done. Finally he's removed. Majer trying his best, but it's not to be. Calyx 1v3'd on the T side, but he needs to do it on CT, and now he's been spotted out as well. There's so much time for Big to figure this one out, even without a bomb, but they can also, seemingly, look good against anyone.
That's true. It is. Trying to And a tap above that smoke there. Unsuccessful, but idea is nice. Big numbers advantage. 45 seconds on the clock, but aggression is the call to arms here. woxic finds 2. Coming alive late into the game. Unfortunately limited at just the 2. Arted back. Now in a 2 versus 2. Arcadia spotted out crossing, but gets a shot towards Mantu before he shredded out Crimbo now. Technically in a 1v2, clutch turn 1v1. Smoke on towards the side. Bomb plant. Crimbo, this is his bread and butter. These situations, these clutches, his way does his best, but he's tagged through the smoke. But Crimbo, he's just...